Do you want to know who the top 10 most overrated guitar players of all time are? You already do know because you picked this list. I'm simply presenting it back to you today, right here on GearGasms. Hi kids, welcome to GearGasms. I'm Alan Barnes, your host. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe because I'm certain you won't do it by the time you get to the end of this video, because today we have another top 10 most overrated guitar players list. And this time you picked them. 6 months ago, I decided to do a top 10 overrated guitar players list, mainly just to sort of give the internet a little bit of a tug, watch it freak out. But man, oh man, the video blew up, over 3,000 comments. There are two types of angry commenters to that video. The first group was angry because their favorite guitar player was on the list. The second group of people that were pissed off, they were actually pissed off because the guitar player that they think is the most overrated was not on this list. It blew my mind. Many feelings got hurt. Many tears were shed. There was some hugging it out at the end here and there. But by and large, it was an angry, emotional mess. But one thing that was apparent to me was that you guys had some fair enough ideas about who you thought were the most overrated guitar players. So I managed to compile them all together in a very unscientific method. The last time I did a viewer picks video, it was for most underrated, and people were happy to see their comments screen clipped and posted on overlays on the screen. I'm thinking with this one, not so much. So I've taken and stripped all the demographic data off of it. I will not reveal your identity, but I will read some sample comments. So I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to absorb all those angry bee stings for you. I'm going to be that guy for you today. One last thing, we're going to lay the ground rules. The ground rules are simple. Being overrated does not mean that somebody sucks. All 10 guitar players on this list are fantastic guitar players, enormous musicians, icons of rock and roll. They're all great, great guitar players. Overrated simply means that the guitar player is considered this great, but a lot of people feel like he's maybe only this great. Not quite as great as everybody thinks. And just to cut you off at the pass, no, I do not play guitar better than any of the guitar players on this list. I don't play guitar better than you play guitar. So don't get your little thong panties in a bunch. Just enjoy the ride. So without further delay, we're going to get right into our list. Starting off with number 10, the interwebs are evenly split on this little feller. Some people have him on the most overrated, and some people have him on the most underrated. It seems to be a 50-50 kind of situation, but I'm talking about Prince. Here's some of the comments that you made. Why isn't Prince on this list? Prince should be number 1. What do you mean Prince isn't on this list? Delete the video. Now for me, as far as I go, I think Prince was kind of sort of decent. I think he's a pretty darn good guitar player, but if you put that into the whole package of the fact that the man's a genius, he plays almost every instrument under the sun. So every great now and then Prince would grab a guitar, maybe on Purple Rain, and lay down some kind of a overly busy but not overly complicated solo. People would go, oh, Prince, he's such a great guitar player, he's such a great guitar player. And I think part of that was because he often played without a shirt with his delicate little Prince nipples showing. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. I didn't write this stuff, but apparently you guys think that Prince is number 10 on our list. Number 9 on our list, it's Jeff Beck. Wow, I didn't realize so many people out there didn't like Jeff Beck. Me, I don't have much of an opinion on Jeff Beck. Jeff Beck was never someone I really listened to. I thought his look was cool, although he obviously stole it from Nigel Tufnell with Spinal Tap, but that's neither here nor there. But let Uncle Alan read some of these comments. I'm going to have to put my glasses on because I can't see quite as good as I used to. So-and-so says, what about Jeff Beck? Never understood why people think he's great. What about Jeff Beck? He's a hack. Jeff Beck, number 9. Number 8 on our list, I was really surprised at all the vitriol that came this guitar player's way, and sort of like Prince, he's often on underrated and overrated guitar players lists, and also like Prince, he's kind of sort of dead. We're pretty sure he's dead. Pretty much everybody believes he's dead, but it's Kurt Cobain. Wow, you guys were really, really super angry in your comments about Kurt Cobain. And here's the funny thing, I don't think Kurt Cobain ever really gave a shit what anyone thought of his guitar playing. How is Kurt Cobain not on this list? Glorified garage band stuff. Kurt Cobain should be on here. He sucked. This guy says Kurt Cobain, he was complete and utter garbage. Maybe he could have been great. Maybe heroin was an excuse. I don't know. But one thing I do know is you all don't like Kurt Cobain. He's number 8 on our list. Number 7. Speaking of heroin and guys who are dead, this guy, he looks like he's dead. He probably should be dead. No one can believe that he's not dead. And you guessed it, number 7, it's Keith Richards. Let's hear what a few of you had to say about Keith. So-and-so said, throw Keith Richards at number 1. This Brandon dude said, Keith Richards? I mean, is there a number 0 that you forgot to list? I'm not even sure how Keith Richards plays guitar these days. Have you seen how knotted up his fingers are? I'm going to put a video right there so you can just see just how crazy those fingers are. Ever since I saw that video, I've had this nightmare where I can't scream and I can't run, and I'm being finger blasted by Keith Richards in a sandbox. I will say this, he's a good guitar player, but he's never even been the best guitar player in his own band. He's number 7 on our list. Number 6 on our list. It's the Bone Master, Joe Bonamassa. Maybe besides John Mayer, there's not a current guitar player out there that draws more lightning bolts of hatred, especially in guitar forums online, than Joe Bonamassa. I'm not really sure why. Someone said Bonamassa is a bore. There's a generic quality to his playing. The solos all sound virtually the same to me. This other dude says Joe Bonamassa should be number 1, but whatever. According to you, Joe Bonamassa is number 6 on our list. I know when you put all your angry comments on this video, you might think that I picture you sitting there typing on a computer keyboard with your shoulders squared back like a man giving me the business, but that's not how it's going to be. You and I both know how it's going to be. You're going to have your shoulders all pulled up because you're going to be typing it on your little dingus-sized phone with your face all twisted up going. And why does that give me so much pleasure to picture you doing that? Because f*** you, that's why. We're halfway there, kids. Are you having fun yet? Number 5 on our or your list of the most overrated guitar players of all time. It's a short little dude wearing short little boy pants. It's Angus Young. Now, when you're Angus's age, maybe a schoolboy look isn't the right thing for you when you're wearing compression socks on the stage, because Lord knows you don't want to get struck with deep vein thrombosis in the middle of a gig. Maybe it's time to just try another look. You can still wear the hat, but maybe the shorts gotta go. But whatever you guys feel like, he's sloppy, he's boring, he's predictable, and you put him right in the middle of number 5 on our list. Number 4 on our list, here's a dude that's both short and predictable, and he has kind of a funny name with a ng in it. It's Yngwie Malmsteen. Now, for years and years, I couldn't pronounce his name. I thought his name was Yangwie. And he is repetitive, and he is predictable. He wears the pirate shirts they made fun of on Seinfeld. But by and large, his reputation in the music industry is that of being just an insufferable prick. The single most overrated guitarist of all time, Yngwie Malmsteen. Without a shadow of a doubt, he should take all 10 places. Don't be mad. Yngwie is number 4 on our list. Number 3, we're coming down the home stretch. Y'all have a personal anger boner for number 3, Mr. Tom Morello. You could argue that Tom Morello overuses the Digitech whammy pedal. The stuff that he did with Rage Against the Machine was all just, it was really outside the box. It was really different. It was kind of inventive, but it got to be kind of boring after a while. It's like, can that dude really play guitar? Does he just make some really, really weird spaceship noises with that thing? This one dude said, all but Hendrix, but you could have added Tom Morello and that midget Scott Ian. Another dude says, it's weird that you didn't mention Tom Morello. He is amazing, but super overrated. Now this guy kind of gets what this list is about. Well, whether Tom Morello belongs on this list or not, Rage Against the Machine is reuniting, not because they suddenly like each other, but because where Chris Cornell has passed away, guys gotta eat. Tom Morello is number 3 on our list. Now this one's going to give me a little bit of personal heartburn, sort of the same way that me picking, spoiler alert, Jimi Hendrix to be number 1 on my first list gave y'all some heartburn. This is my own personal guitar hero, but the votes are the votes, and it was overwhelming. This guy was at number 2, a very close number 2 to the number 1. It's Eddie Van Halen. Now again, context matters. If you were around back then, you know that Eddie Van Halen changed the guitar playing world. But if you weren't around back then, you've grown up with a litany of millions and millions of guys who could do all that deedly thing, including yours truly, some of them better than others. And as such, that kind of guitar playing seems incredibly dated and not terribly impressive. I struggle to find criticisms of his guitar playing because I think he's amazing. He's my favorite guitar player of all time. But you guys made this list, I didn't. So I'll give you your day in court, and I'll read some of the anti-EVH comments. Referring to my other list, and the guy said, I agree with all except Hendrix. Number 1 for me should be Van Halen. No heart and no feeling in his playing. Another guy wrote, I think Eddie Van Halen should be on this list since he wrote one solo in the mid-70s and then put it into every song for 2 decades. And then finally, the simple, where's EVH? Well, I can tell you where EVH is. He's number 2 on our list. Now, so many of you on that last video when Jimi Hendrix was #1, you switched it to the other Jimmy, thought this Jimmy should have been #1, and I almost put him on my list just for some of the very things that people mentioned in these comments. But some of the things you guys said about him were, one dude says, okay, take Hendrix off the list and replace him with Jimmy Page. Well, kids, did you have fun? Was your favorite guitar player on this list? Were you one of the ugly little commenters that made mean comments about guitar players that I pulled and used in this video and created this list with? Are you angry? Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you going to unsubscribe to me? Are you going to give this video a thumbs down? It's okay. Do whatever you need to do. But I hope you keep coming back week after week for more GearGasms.